This strategy is a win-win for a start with little investments, minimal risks, and fast profit. Check this out. Hey everyone, in this video I'd like to show you a different way of using the RSI indicator via a professional binary options strategy. Today we're playing big, starting with an account balance of $17,000. We'll try to make several thousands or even around $10,000. We'll see what our strategy leads us to, which I'm sure you're going to be astonished by, as very few people actually use the RSI indicator this way. I sincerely enjoy the results, so I genuinely want to share this strategy with y'all. Today's strategy is going to be quite thorough. I'll be explaining my thought process in detail, how I analyze the market, how I place trades. So this video has all the rights to be considered a full binary options trading practice. So this video, I recommend each one of you to watch it till the end, as applying the knowledge I'm giving you today in practice will take your results to another level. So let's get to the chart prep. For starters, we gotta switch the chart type from a single line to candles. This applies to everyone, especially those who still trade with the linear type. Guys, even though candles seem more confusing, just give it some time. You're gonna get used to it and it's gonna become way more informative. So now we're adding the RSI indicator in the top left corner. The period is 14 by standard. In the style section, we're making the main line a bit bolder along with the 70 and 30 lines. Now the indicator is a bit more visually comprehensive. I'd also like to expand it a little in order to not miss any important signals. And what kind of signals are those, you may ask? So today we're going to be looking for a discrepancy between the chart and the RSI indicator. What do I mean by discrepancy? Look, we've got a random currency pair, absolutely any trading asset. Then we can see an uptrend in the chart, which had started around here, like here, yeah, and ended right there. We're seeing a similar picture on the indicator. However, at some point, RSI started falling while the chart was still growing. Basically, we take two vertices in the chart and in these same peaks on the indicator. Here are the two vertices in the chart. Let's draw a line through them. And here are the same two vertices on the indicator. Here's one in the chart. Here it is on the indicator. Same here, the chart peak, this same peak on the indicator. However, unlike the growing chart, the indicator's tendency at the moment is falling. Thereby, the chart is growing, the indicator is falling. This is the situation that we call divergence or discrepancy. The tables can also turn. You might find yourself working with opposite cases when the chart is falling and the indicator is rising. That's a divergence too. As all of you may know, and if you don't get ready for learning something new, the chart always starts going after the indicator sooner or later. So as soon as we see a divergence between the chart and the indicator, we understand that the indicator displays a downtrend. It's gonna fall further, which means at this point, right after the second vertex is entirely formed, the chart is about to start falling as well. So we start trading downwards. It sounds easy and great in theory. Let's see how it goes in practice. We're gonna start with a $1,000 deal. I'm gonna be using the martingale strategy. So let's go and start. So guys, a beautiful divergence is forming as we speak. I'm preparing for the first deal of this video. This candle has just closed and we've opened a downward deal right away. Turning the timer on is important for always being aware of how much time each candle has left. It can be set right here in the top left corner, so discrepancy might not be as visually clear within the 1 minute time frame as it is with 30-second candles. The case is quite standard, pretty similar to the one we reviewed in the very beginning of the video. The chart is rising. It still keeps rising, by the way, while the RSI indicator is falling and will hopefully keep on. As we're probably losing the first deal, we can place a couple of additional covering trades up here in order to get profit thanks to our lovely martingale strategy. What else can I say? We've already analyzed the chart and commented on this obvious case. There's a high chance we'll get profit in this case due to the signal. So far, RSI keeps its falling tendency. So we're waiting for some kind of a retracement. Around 20 seconds left. Let's just relax and observe. So, although not so confidently, the deal still closes in profit. In fact, we had two deals valued by $1,000 and $2,000. We just placed two $1,000 trades at once. The profit from the second deal is big enough to cover the entire loss of the first one. You can see our account balance has been increased a little. The current market uptrend is gradually fading. Some kind of a retracement or a full downward motion is definitely expected soon. We've already worked this case off, so let's move on to the next one. So my dear friends, another case of a potential trade placement. As you can see, the last chart maximum has already been updated. We can see a clear downward tendency by drawing a trend line through the candle's bodies. The indicator, on the other hand, shows an upward tendency. The market generally displays the power is on the buyer's side, which means the oscillator will probably keep rising. Therefore, the market has to at least go for a retracement with this downward motion, or even turn around for a full uptrend. The deal's expiration time is 1 minute. We only need to work the signal off. RSI is now certainly higher than the point of its previous vertex, while the chart has done the opposite by falling further down. This is exactly what formed the divergence between the chart and the oscillator. The chart looks like this, and the trend on the indicator like this. The chart will always catch up with the indicator, so we're trading upwards. 15 seconds left. Let's just wait for the result. Everything's wonderful. Let's go on. Let's place a downward trade here. The case is identical to the first one. The chart keeps on rising. There are even 3 vertices, which we're drawing a trend line through to confirm the trend, and the chart is upwards. If we draw a trend line through the same peaks on RSI, we'll see the indicators slowly falling. This leads to such divergence, so our deal is downwards, relying on some kind of an upcoming retracement. That's it. Everything's that simple. I didn't bother to wait for this candle to entirely form, as the key candle right here had already been fixated, so anything that happened further wouldn't change the situation. We clearly see the indicator falling and the chart rising. In other cases, normally if the key candle is still forming, I'd recommend you to wait for it to fixate completely before placing a trade. By the way, our account balance has overcome the barrier of $20,000, which is just amazing. So let's keep going. Here we can try to place a downward trade, even more than one perhaps. The case is as classical as we usually face. The chart is rising and the indicator is falling. We did have one opposite situation. However, the occurrence that we're currently working with is more common on the binary options market. Despite our current trading seeming so quick, such signals from this indicator are quite rare. I mean the exact way that we are reviewing in this video. The whole point of the strategy is for you to just sit there and wait for a proper entry moment. You're not gonna get signals with this strategy every minute or so. You're not gonna make a bunch of deals in 5 to 10 minutes. Sometimes you gotta wait, but trust me, it's worth it, as the signals this strategy provides you with are highly qualitative and very great. As you can see, we made a deal, it was followed by a fabulous market fall, and we made an incredible profit once again. So we're switching to another type of assets related to stocks. There's a lot of stock market options provided by the broker itself, marked with OTC. There is a chance for divergence to occur here. We're waiting for this candle to form in order to tell for sure whether that's the actual case. 10 seconds till the moment we click whether to place a trade or not. We can see the RSI is lower than its previous maximum, while the chart's so way higher. Despite the strong uptrend, which it's not recommended to trade against, I'm gonna try and open one deal blindly with a signal. If it loses, we'll just admit our silly mistake of trading against the trend. If it ends up successfully closing in profit, we'll celebrate this strategy for working even against such strong trends. So I'm still expecting a tiny retracement at least. Very little time till the deal's expiration. Let's see how it goes and observe the result. So our second tryout for entering the market downwards, there's an extremely aptly. The deals amount is twice bigger, so we've nicely earned with a set of deals. That's the point of the martingale strategy. As we can see, RSI keeps falling further below its maximum value. Nevertheless, the chart has already updated its own. Let's try to place another trade on this currency pair on this stock asset. The strong uptrend still keeps on. There's a certain trend line that supports the chart throughout this upward motion. However, as you can see, the discrepancy is very obvious. The chart and the indicator keep the divergence going. So I dare to place another downward trade. We might need another covering deal to get to profit. We'll see how it goes. Not so much time left. Let's see. So the deals ends up profitable with a little advantage, although we may be able to see the divergence even on a 5-second chart. I'm sure it's especially obvious within longer time frames as well. I hope I managed to entirely demonstrate the strategy I've been trading with for a while now in this video. I keep giving out my free daily signals with this profitable strategy and some other ones on my free Telegram channel. So if you want to trade with me and make amazing results today, follow me via the link in the pinned comment below this video and get huge profits in. I wish everyone a successful trading time. See ya.